Premium account on X required in order to stream on the platform. Just tell it to go live. Go live. Come on. Why are we suddenly getting a warning here?
It says live on my screen.
Yeah, we're up and running, but I've got a warning here that my X account or something isn't allowing the stream to go through. Oh, what? I'm going to remove it. Boom. And we'll try it again. Let's see if that works. Nope. Okay. Just going to remove it. All right, folks. Sorry if you're up on X, and I don't think anybody watches us from there anyway. We don't have any eyes on us right now as it is. Let me go over to my Facebook and fix that here before I forget again. Come on in, folks. We're just doing a little housekeeping here until we can get completely started. We're not sure where Russ is. Probably sleeping in real late this morning.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Wow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey, Russ, what's going on, buddy? Anyway, hey, come on in. It's time for the Sunday Funnies, folks. We got a Fighting American to look at. We're not talking about what's in the news. We're talking about Simon and Kirby. 1950s, Fighting American. Great stuff. Lots to look at. Whoop, hit the bell on accident. Let's have some fun. Here's the opening. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. That chat's live. We're live. The counter up there says we're live. Nobody's around yet this morning. Everybody over here probably slept in. Over there, they're probably all out enjoying the weather.
Well, I don't think so. Not if they're where I am. We've had our summer 2 hours 4 weeks ago.
That was it.
That was it.
Done.
We're so grateful.
I wish our winter was like that. Sunday Funnies, folks, for the 14th of July. 1924. Yeah, 2024. That's how I feel this morning.
I just, speaking of 1924, that's when my dad was born. On later this month, it'll be his 100th birthday.
Oh, cool. Is he still with us?
No, he's not been around for a while.
Yeah.
44 years he's been gone.
Now we're picking up people. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. Numbers starting to grow a little bit. Thanks for stopping by. We got Fighting American to look at. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work, most of my work, over at arrowcomics.store. Arrowcomics.store. We can find books like Herobot Zero. And let's see, here's Paragon, which is a great superhero book. Artwork by J.R. Harris. Got a great twist ending to it. Alice in Chains, which is kind of a horrific story about a young lady who breaks out of her test tube and breaks out of her lab and finds out she can shoot little chains with small hooks in it out of the palm of her hands. So Alice in Chains, folks, and go over there and take a look at that. Or if humor is your thing, check out The Fool. It's a guy who dresses in a weird outfit and uses practical joke weapons to fight street crime. So I call him the rodeo clown of justice. So anyway, also joining me this morning is no Russ Leach.
Oh, Russ, he's not here yet. Where are you, Russ?
Where are you, Russ? Glenn, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. I spent 40 years in graphic design and stuff like that. Did lots of work and wasted my time. But I've written 12 books on different subjects. I've drawn and written about merchandise characters like Spider-Man, Charlie Chalk, and Postman Pat. Some you may have heard of. I've published magazines. I've interviewed people who walked on the moon. I've done a lot of things. Relevant to this show, this is my book, Jack Kirby, Words and Pictures, which is about my visits to see Jack Kirby at his home in the late 80s and early 90s. I publish Comics Unlimited, which you can find on Amazon. You can find all my books on Amazon, by the way. This is a 100-page whenever publication about comics. And if you go to fundmycomic.com, you'll be able to pick up a copy of my Hatch annotated book, which Hatch is a character of mine. And this book features artwork and the story of Hatch, how he came to be, published and unpublished work on there. So check that out, fundmycomic.com and Amazon.
Just begging people to come in on the group there. Maybe we'll get somebody. Today, folks, we're going through the last half of Fighting American. The Joe Simon and Jack Kirby classic series from the 1950s. Kind of another version of Captain America. It's Fighting American and Speedboy. There we are. We're in the last half.
Wow, look at that.
We're meeting Jiseppi The Jungle Boy.
Look at that great logo. You don't get things like that these days.
Like this great Fighting American.
Yeah, it's just brilliant. Absolutely
fantastic.
Brilliant.
Yep. Originally published by Prize Comics, the last issue of the series is published by Harvey. Because Prize, I guess, went out of business.
Yeah, Harvey bought the characters, didn't they?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I think this IP is owned by Simon and Kirby, actually.
All right.
And they took it over to Harvey,
Right.
taking a lesson from Eisner, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So Harvey also printed the Spirit there for a few issues.
Right. Was
Back
he still
there
working?
in
Was Will still working on it then?
At this point, I believe he was. Yeah, it ran until 53. The Spirit did.
Right.
And the Spirit sections. This is 54, though, isn't it? It's dated December of 54, January of 55. So, yeah, Spirit will have just ended about a year before this. But now we have Jiseppi the Jungle Boy.
That's Jiseppi. Where did they get that name from? That's probably the barber down the road, isn't it, Jiseppi?
Probably.
Jiseppi the Jungle Boy. Is that Kazar?
Yeah, that's the cool thing about these books is that the villains are so outlandish and crazy, and just the stories are nutty, and they're trying to be political and very anti-communist at this point. But,
yeah.
It's a comic, you know.
Yeah. They're having a great time, weren't they, producing these?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now
There he
joined
is.
by Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, how you doing?
Part-time
Fine,
himself.
thank you. Yeah, sorry,
what-
there was an emergency situation, but I'm back on it now.
Okay.
Did you fall after an incident?
I fell after an incident, yes. I don't want to say any more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you're all right. That's what
I'm fine.
Good. Anyway, HR is in the house, says aloha with a few symbols after it. Nice to see you here, HR. Glad you're here. We're looking at Jiseppi the Jungle Boy.
Jiseppi the Jungle Boy.
Look at that thing there. This could be Russ speaking. He speaks like this. Look at that. A blasted nuisance.
Blasted nuisance.
Blasted. See it?
He looks very British, doesn't he? He's a blasted nuisance. That boy capering about the jungle, raising the deuce with his idiotic jagger.
It looks
That's
like
that smelly tiger he travels with.
yeah.
Maddening, sir.
It looks like Patrick Moore with that monocle, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't he? He looks like Patrick Moore with a massive moustache.
He was the guy in the background who just suddenly appeared.
Yeah.
The red guy.
That's the red guy.
It's the red guy. What's that all about?
Look at that. It says a tiger that eats crumpets. It doesn't sound much like a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tiger
Oh,
that eats
dear.
crumpets. Yeah.
So that
Hardly.
he's
Bit into a
called,
crumpet once. When that tiger snatched it from my very hands.
it says a message from India, and it says Sir Cedric Hardwhack, a retired British colonel who has a strange story to tell while he drinks his gin and eats his crumpet.
There you are.
I've never in my entire life eaten a crumpet with a gin. I have to say.
Might be something you need to try. Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's where we're going wrong.
Yeah,
crumpet and gin. I tell you.
Crumpet and gin is not a thing. It's not.
No.
Without falling victim to his pranks, hardly bit into a crumpet once when that tiger snatched it from my very hand. It's got to have a gruffer voice like Commander McBragg. Bully, bully. That's right. It's maddening, sir. Maddening, I tell you. Yeah.
Where did they come from? Where they get Hardwhack from?
It's probably Hardwick, and they didn't want to have anybody associated with it, so now it's Hardwhack.
Excellent.
Here's a long exposition, folks. Here's an info dump if ever there was one right there.
You can't mean Jiseppi is a pawn of some sort of international intrigue. How utterly delightful. And in that one, she says, "Oh, not nearly the problem. I am to dear father. How do you do, old boy?" Pamela.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's rather bad taste, you know. Most improper.
Look at Jiseppi down below catching the music here. His tiger's name is Pastrami.
And he speaks New York. Look, that's a pretty nice, eh? That's
It's like a spicy meatball.
That's pretty
like
nice.
It's from Brooklyn, isn't it?
Pastrami. That's a pretty nice, eh?
That's right. Let's get out of here. Oh dear. Come on. Then whoever swiped H-bomb may tamper with time fuse, may set it off now. They don't have time fuses on H-bombs.
Let's get out of here. And the tiger here is talking in emojis. He sees three people, three stick figures.
Oh dear me. Samatine.
Oh boy. What musica justa like a jukebox. Hey, Pastrami, you see something? Some summating. You see something? Smell a something? Yeah, I smell.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Wahoo! It's Mario.
Yeah. With that pastrami, they look for us. You think that Maria send them to find us?
God.
Oh my God.
1950s, folks. Just keep that in mind. Says Jiseppi the Jungle Boy. Great name. Might have been someone from Jack's childhood. You never know.
It's only Italian. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It speaks with an Italian accent. Like he said, he's like Mario.
I like the way they explain. If you look at the very last panel, he says, "You've got to get across the bottomless canyon. It can't be a canyon. It's got to be a bottomless canyon, 600 miles deep."
Looks more like a ditch.
Yeah. Oh dear! And he's whacking that crocodile on the head, as if that's gonna stop it.
Surprised it doesn't say wacka here on there.
Yeah, thwack.
The whack. Got to cross this river. Looks harmless enough. I don't see anything but lily pads floating on it. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jiseppi is smacking him. Oh, it's right behind Fighting American here, right?
Yeah.
He's
Has he not noticed? He's not noticed, has he?
No. Well, that's the stealth that Jiseppi has.
Oh, right.
He was from the jungle.
Listening to music.
Exactly. They swing across. He pushes him.
What?
Speedboy. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's as bad as a 60s cartoon here. Like a Looney Tunes. Like,
Good luck, Bambinos.
We're hunting wabbits. Yeah. We're hunting jungle boys. The jungle boy, he's been trailing us all this time. Look what he's carrying under his arm. Hey, kid, stay there. Don't go away. Good luck, Bambinos. You tell a Pat Maria, Dada Jiseppi, never go back to circus. I stay here, listen to fine musica. That sound. Juica like Eddie Fisheroni. What a mouth full of pasta. With a mouth full of pasta. And the tiger says he's dancing by way of that stick emoji right there. Jiseppi's got an H-bomb. Is that what it is?
Yeah, and then there's the communist agents come running out of the jungle. Fighting American, yipe!
Kid's got an H-bomb. Get it? An H-bomb. A hydrogen bomb? Precisely. An intelligence report has it that he swiped it from a red agent. Our mission is to take it from Jiseppi and defuse it before it goes off. It's probably that radio he's listening to.
Yeah. And then they all run out of the jungle and
they get bopped.
So he smacks them.
Hey, Captain American, yipe.
Crack. And me, by Jove. So is Jiseppi a baddie then? Oh no, it's a different, because that guy she's hitting on the head looks like Jiseppi.
It does.
Yeah. I know he's a different colour now, but he's a different colour, isn't he? He's Chinese. Is he supposed to be? Looks like the same, but he's got a different head thing on his different colour, isn't he? You know, they always used to do Chinese as yellow, didn't they?
Yeah.
In those days.
Might be this guy here.
Yeah. He changed his hat though.
What it is. They must have mistaken his bandana for Jiseppi's there.
And me, by Jove. Come on, commie, talk fast.
No time. Bombs due to go off in 15 minutes. 15 minutes? Where's that kid Jiseppi? Good gravy. He's gone. Vanished into the jungle with only minutes left to find again.
Should say he's all gravy, baby.
Yeah, he's all gravy, baby.
Oh dear.
The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
This guy here, they wrote this wrong. They spelled swine with a W. It should be swine with S-V-I-N-E, right? Swine. And it's for you, swine. My friends and I have transportation out of the area. Yeah, we can get out of here in 15 minutes and escape that H-bomb. Sorry to disappoint you like this. I always carry a spare pistol. What? It's always important, folks. Remember, when you're traveling through the jungle, carry a spare pistol. Stuff is great. Now they're all swinging together. I'm sure that works.
All swinging.
Yeah. First, we'll get back to the other side of that canyon. What's the use? We'll never find him in time. Faster, faster. We've got to pick up his trail. And then the tiger goes running by. Speedboy, look. The kid's pet tiger. I'll bet on it.
It looks like Calvin and Hobbes tiger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Runner for the hills, boys. The kid. Look at them all running.
Come back. It's a great dramatic pose there.
Yeah.
Looks like the whole world's after that brat. What do we do now? We follow the crowd and try to get to him first. Here he drops out of the tree. Chase the devil and he lands in your lap. Hey, holly-o. Everywhere I go, I bump into you. This jungle needs traffic lights. Oh, no, you don't. Come back here. I want to talk to you, and I want fast answers. Yeah, because we're all going to blow up in about 10 minutes.
This reads more like a Three Stooges script than a Batman script.
Yeah.
Please, mister, I got to go. And inflammation?
Yeah, inflammation for you.
I gotta know inflammation for you. For you. Hey, I gotta know inflammation for you.
It sounds like Chico Marx.
Yeah. Oh, look, it went off anyway. Huzzah! Gotta back our slappa hoppa little bambino. We got to back our slappa hoppy little bambino. Jiseppi, what is that word? Kyuta. I don't want to say that on air. We'd probably get banned. My cuta. Is that cuta? My cuta little boy. Why you run away from Pigatop, eh? Look at how dirty you get in the jungle. It takes 10 days to clean you up. Go back. These were done in the 50s, folks. There was a lot of insensitivity to culture back then.
They've just casually set off a nuclear bomb in the Pacific Ocean as well at the end of the street.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
Somebody got it good. They did.
Somebody got it good in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Like, baby,
yeah.
Boy, I think hard now. This plane, he said he put it on a plane. Holly, you no get it. Wally, you no get it. Fat Maria, nobody get it.
So
it's
why?
I hide it inside of the airplane. It's a fly away. Now, go now. Nobody get it.
So it blew the plane up over the Pacific. It must have been a pretty fast plane for 1954.
Crazy words, pictures. Get your hands off of me, you. Who you? What kind of pictures did it have? Hammer with a sickle around it. So what? The plane, the music box, fly away. Nobody get it. Nobody get it. Yep. You're wrong.
Enjoying the Italian accent a bit too much.
You're wrong, Jiseppi. Somebody get it. Somebody get it good. Right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Boom. So the Reds who got away didn't. Well, that's how things work out. If you try to put over something foul like a communist plot, don't miss Fighting American and Speedboy in their next adventure. It'll floor you.
Shit.
Them crazy communist plots.
The Airbender.
This is one of their greatest adventures coming up here. It says so right there. The Yearbender. Any square can travel on land, sea, and in the air. But if you're real hip to atomic jive, why, man, you'll flip with this brand new kick, which will leave you nervous, frantic, and real gone. Suddenly they're hip, Daddy-O.
That's so 60s.
Yeah, it is. Very hippie speak right there. Hip.
That's so 1963.
Late 50s to the jazz, the snap era, you know.
Atomic
Cool,
jive.
Daddy-O. Yeah, exactly. It's called talking jive. I'm Speedboy. Can you see the S on my shirt? The answer is simple. You make yourself bigger and stronger than they are. I did it. See? You mean you weren't always husky like that?
Husky.
That's what he said. You mean you were always husky like that? He's not husky.
The thing is this one page now, if this was written, would turn into a whole book about a teenage coming out YA book. That's what this would be. Those two would be going out by the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Madly in love.
Madly in love.
Let's sit on the side of the building and talk about how we're attracted to each other for an entire issue. Wouldn't that be great?
Then we can eat some pizza.
You must be new in the neighborhood. Otherwise, you'd know how to take care of yourself when you get picked on. The kids here are real big, or are all bigger, stronger than I am. Yeah, you got to muscle up, kid. Listen, before you start crying or feeling sorry for yourself again, tag along with me to get a visit a pal of mine. To visit a pal of mine. He can really make you see what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Ephraim's in the house, says hello.
Hello.
Take a look at those muscles. Oh yeah, you're right. This is turning into a YA story, isn't it? Take a look at those muscles and you'll know why there isn't a wise guy anywhere he couldn't polish off. The good old 1-2 punch. Gonna polish him off, all right. Hi, Speedboy.
Really
I see you brought a friend. Yeah. Go ahead.
That bottom right-hand corner, the old fella. Love the characterization on that. That's great.
Yeah. That's like in this too, where he said, look, I got muscles.
Yeah. Muscles.
Well, all right, if it pleases you, but showing off for any purpose won't win you any friends, many friends. That's unbelievable. Positively astounding. I see you make a muscle, Fighting American. I'll make a muscle for you, kid.
It's a bit of a wimpy muscle, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Keep working on it.
Strength should be used wisely to protect yourself, to help others. Like the way I went to bat for you today, see? Yeah. Gregory, a boy, told me he saw you go in here, and I couldn't believe it. Get a load of this old bird. He doesn't look for real either, he says. Speedboy says. Gregory, how did you ever wander into this nest of ruffians? Look at you. You're a mess. We're leaving right now. And do you know where we're going, boy? The year bender. You finished it while I was gone. Gosh, where is it, Gramps? Got himself a year bender. HR says feels like young Jack's street life in New York.
Yep.
Oh, I brought it with me. Here we are.
Like you do.
I'm hearing it, my boy, Professor Dial Twisters. That's his name. Greatest achievement. It's his name is Dial Twister. I knew it. The old guy's a character. Stand by, Space Busters. Yeah, stop that. What are you? Stop that, you young fool. What happened to the lights? Hey, it's falling. It's a long way down. Oh, I'm falling. It's a long way down. Speedboy, you've monkeyed with a time machine. Yow. Forget showing any type of special effect. We'll just put a yow here and a few dialogue panels, and we'll just move that plot right along.
Yeah, we'll save an hour.
Yeah. Too bad that's not a snap crackle pop, but it's probably a little too early for that. Time machine, and it worked. Where are we? About 3,000 years in the past, I'd say. Just by licking the finger and sticking it up in the air, you'll automatically know. We're about 3,000 years in the past, I'd say.
So let's say they're in New York. All of a sudden, the Greeks are in New York because they haven't moved space, have they?
Is that would that be Greeks or Romans?
Greeks before the Romans.
Yeah.
The Greeks, I would imagine.
Well, it depends how picky you're going to get about it, isn't it?
Well, they're not.
Well,
Romans,
you could go all strontium. You could go all strontium dog and say 3,000 years ago the Earth wasn't in the same place, so they'd be out in the middle of space, dying of.
No. I'm talking about.
That's very true.
If it's geographical, you could say, "Oh well, the Earth spins round, and it just happened to be at that point in time when the Earth span, and so they're not in New York anymore; they're in Greece." But to be honest, time travel doesn't work.
No.
So what does it matter?
That's always been my thought about time travel, where the Earth is spinning and moving around the sun, and the sun's moving too, but we don't know where.
No. So if you were to travel in time, how would you keep your third dimensional coordinates is the same? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you travel in the fourth dimension, you can't keep track of the third.
Too true. Anyway, they're back fighting Greeks or Romans or whoever. Yes, I'd better before these warriors before these warriors of the past cut us off without a future. Yes. Take it easy, fellas. You can hurt someone with them stickers. Say, Prof, can you get us back? Oh, no. Don't take that. They took his time machine. Slap people
Let's
around.
get you
with
back
it.
now.
His time machine's a mother box, isn't it?
Pretty much. Thought it was strapped around him, though, like a human bomb.
It's an early model.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Give me that, you bum. Give me that. Give me that.
I like the
Go ahead. Sorry, Glenn.
It's got a frog in my throat. I'm going to say, it's funny how the Greeks or whoever they are immediately think they're bad guys and draw their sword, and then they're running after them to kill them.
Yeah.
There's a stereotype for you.
Well, at least they're speaking foreign language here. Meanwhile, his companions are herded into a large arena. I don't like the looks of this.
They are Greeks. They're running to the Parthenon there in the background.
I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah. Just keep your cool, sir. We've got to make the best of whatever happens. What happens next happens fast. Look out for the boy, Prof. I'll try to handle this. It's like a roaring express train flinging into a steel wall. Oh, plunging into a steel wall. And the voice, and the noise is just as loud. Bam. Crowds gasp. Say witness. This is like reading a Not Brand Eck book.
Yeah.
Crowds gasp as they witness the amazing strength of Fighting American come into play. Its great muscles strain against the fierce struggles of the savage bull. Then, with one swift motion, Fighting American heaves the animal to the ground.
It's like the Kirby's been given a script and put the description in the description. That was the description for the drawing, not to be put in a box. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. Just adding, that's an extra Simon flair here.
Yeah.
Script, yeah. Among the spectators, a man in royal robes rises and shouts across the arena. He is joined by the thunderous roar of the assembled thousands. They're all shouting one word. It's evidently a man's name because a man enters the arena, all 12 feet of him. And he says, Unix Avixa, whatever. Things are getting
It's going to make him a unit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Get out now.
Things are getting rougher. Now I've got to tackle a Goliath. Oh, no. Oh, my. I fear this is the end of us, the old man says. Great pen. Face. It's like that guy from the Goonies. Hey, you guys.
Oh,
Giant
you guys.
Looks coldly at the people from the future. Then he spots Fighting American. He roars his challenge. Oh, is there a little roar in there? Yeah, there is. There's a little roar here. You just can't see it because of the dark purple, or I can't see it. To show its great strength, he seizes two guards near the wall and juggles them around like toys. And then throws them. He throws them clear over the arena walls. He grabs the bull, too, throws him over the wall as well. And a final display of muscle power. The giant does the same to the bull. That creature throws the bull in a very convincing way. He's got the strength of 50 men. We haven't a chance. What'll we do? There's only one thing to do. Attack. Fighting American acts quickly to put the giant down. Go to cut the giant down to size. Giant hits the ground like a ton of bricks. As he tries to get up or get to his feet, he is met with a famous 1-2 Sunday punch. Of course, 1-2.
Crack. Pow.
Come on, fellas. We got to get out of here. My goodness. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'll wager you can knock down an elephant. Uh-oh. These devils must have heard you. Look.
Here comes an elephant.
Here comes an elephant. Everything seems hopeless now. This means sure death. Suddenly, as if appearing from nowhere, Speedboy darts into the arena. Hey, fellas, it's me. I gave those birds the slip. Hurry. Give the prof that time machine before that elephant gets to us. Oh, look, there's a fazoo.
Fazoo pop. Right.
When the darkness clears, yippee, we're back in the gym. Back in the 20th century, we're saved. That was a close shave. Nice work, Prof. I was just about pooped. But that's nonsense. Sheer nonsense, my boy. It was you and your fantastic strength which kept us alive among those ancient barbarians. It was an exciting experience. Look, it says, hey, that was kind of fun. Gosh, I'd give anything to have muscles like you.
Oh my God. Look at that.
You've shown me how brawny arms can be an asset, even to brainy scientists. Fighting American, do you think that why, of course, Prof. So the following day, that's it, Prof. Those floor dips will add inches of muscle to your upper body. Puff, puff. Sure can use them, son. They'd help me keep my lower body from sagging. You'll get there, Prof. Why, you'll be tossing dinosaurs over your shoulders when you're ready for the next trip into the past.
What a mad story.
Crazy. And that next trip into the past may be coming up sooner than Speedboy suspects. You'll see what we mean when you get the next big issue of Fighting American. I guess they're going to do some time tripping. But before that, they have to meet Invisible Irving.
The great nothing.
The great nothing.
Invisible Irving.
Yeah. Is it Pluto?
Look what it says there. It says this
Pluto.
ex-house painter who became can't read now.
It's very good drawn. Great style. I like it. Might buy this one. Yeah. Those are the old Simon and Kirby stuff. Is just classic material. It's we're in a period now in the 50s where superheroes are starting to wane a little bit, and the big superhero character of the day is Captain Marvel, the Shazam Captain Marvel, who's all real whimsical and goofy. So I think they decided to be a little whimsical and goofy as well as trying to make an anti-communist statement here. There's not a lot of serious superhero comics from this era. You know, even Batman was dealing with the circus on Mars, and Mr. Mxyzptlk was running around, Batmite was running around, Bat-Hound, Batwoman, Batgirl, Bat, you know, all that craziness was going on. Now we have Invisible Irving, the great nothing. Invisible Irving and his cell, they're disappeared into thin air. He took the entire cell with him, including the floor. Why did you let him read those travel magazines?
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's what did it. Floating head. Anyway. Great stuff. He wanted to sell and himself. And when I opened that invisible cell door, Al, we got to set the alarm. Door's opening and nobody's there. That's where you're wrong, pal. Here's my floating head. Irving, you made it. I'd shake your hand, only I don't know where it is. You boys know. Here, shake this instead. No, you boys did a good job slipping the invisible paint to me. Now, let's start coining dough. They're out to coin some dough. What are you going to try counterfeiting? You know, I'm not a conservative. I got something new, diabolical. Well, my newskeepers. This is insane. Maybe I'd better turn it over to the police, but it's so late. I'll do it tomorrow. Somebody must have rubbed false phosphorus on that wallet. Funny, when I look at it, I get sort of tired. The wallet's telling him to sleep. Keep sleeping. Listen to me. Tomorrow at the bank, remove 50,000 smackos and bring them to me. Invisible Irving.
But how will I know where you are?
He's hypnotized. Yeah. It's the following day, and the still hypnotized Freddy does what he's too honest to do when he's conscious. Something is making me do this, making me steal. I can't help myself. Irving, the floating head. That's a nice boy. Now you'll forget everything that happened. Remember, you got to forget. I will forget, he says. He'll remember to forget. That's important. HR says, I got the Burt Kirby's big books, crime and horror. I got to buy the sci-fi one, and I'm also after the Colored Sky Masters. Yeah. Yeah, that is releasing in late August. Cool. Yeah, I think they did a campaign for that. Is that I thought I saw something like that. Pretty stuff. Some more floating heads. Zip. Flying floating heads now.
They're the best type.
Absolutely.
Look, it's chased him all the way to the Netherlands, look.
Is that what it is?
No, but it's just down the road. There's an old windmill. They have windmills in America.
They're talking about rock and roll here. It says, look, Fighting American. What's with her? Is she doing a dance or having a fit?
That's very unkind. She's on her way to the bathroom.
This marked down paint remover will tell us the story. Aha! Wow, two thugs with invisible paint on them. I've seen this one before. Start talking, filthy lurker. And you know about what? Guy's name's Filthy Lurker.
Yeah.
So when this girl picked up the bracelet, we planted that. She was really going to turn it over to the cops. We couldn't hypnotize her that way, so we tried to get the bracelet back. Where's your chief invisible Irving now? Here I am, you muscle-bound goody-goody. Suddenly out of thin air, invisible Irving. Turn those mugs over to the police, Speedboy, while I race invisible Irving to a showdown. It's a pleasure. Just follow me, sap. Look at that. That's pure Kirby right there.
Yeah.
That's great. I guess he did chase him back to the Netherlands, didn't he? Old-fashioned windmill.
Like, yeah. Don Quixote is around the corner.
Runs through town until they reach a windmill. All that is left of a once fabulous restaurant, which picked a bad location. Only invisible Irving could choose this deserted spot to live in.
It looks like Skylab with the solar panels.
The Golden Pizza. Yeah, it does. Fighting American reaches a place, a shadowy hand pulls a switch. He gets smacked with one of the windmills. Got him in the head. But now, can you hurt a guy like, how can you hurt a guy like that in the head? Blast him. He's coming up. He'll regret that. So once I get my hands on Irving, I'll beat him to an invisible pulp. No sooner does Fighting American poke his head through the doorway in the attic when, pow, clop. Who says you can't, what you can't see won't hurt you? Here it is, pretty boy, all I've got. No sound effect needed there. Just a whomp. Suddenly, suddenly in nothing, head comes into view. Fighting American knocked flat on his spine. And I did it. I, Invisible Irving. Ha! Had him fooled the entire time. Just needed to get him close enough to kick him into this barrel of paint remover. Turpentine. It's a great paint remover. Irving is quite visible. Say, you've got a pretty good physique, Irving. No wonder you hit as hard as you do. Yeah, I developed my body, but I didn't do anything to my head. After all, who wants a muscular head? Who would want the one you've got? Speedboy says. Why don't you go out and play catch with a jar of nitroglycerin, brat? You haven't heard the last of Invisible Irving. I think we have. You'll prey no more on innocent people, Irving. Your days as a menace are over. Yeah. Reminds me of a skit from Firesign Theater. You haven't seen the last of me. And he goes, no, but the first of you turns my stomach.
I think Howard Chaykin was reading this series. It's called Johnny Flag. So you got Fighting American, Johnny Flag, American Flag.
Yeah.
We'll put him in jail for 135 years. He's still got 100 years to go.
And he'll serve every one of them. Is Invisible Irving going to make a comeback like the other villains do? What other villains? Don't count on it. You see, the artist happened to dip his pen into some invisible ink, and we had to give up the whole project. The end. All right.
Ali Gazam.
Ali Gazam.
Those were the days when invisible ink was a thing.
Yep, absolutely a thing. Zoot. Fighting American and Speedboy are putty in my hands. The great Ali Gazam. They'd better be, you two-bit Houdini, or they'll snafu my deal with the commies.
They're always wisecracking, aren't they?
They're going to snafu it.
I love that word, snafu.
Situation normal, all effed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised they let him put snafu on the cover of a comic. I guess it would be fouled up. Situation normal, all fouled up. Deadly Doolittle.
That's Fubar.
Oh, is that
Fubar?
That's effed up beyond
recognition. Yeah.
Recognition. Yeah.
I love that one.
Don't mess with this humble, timid, harmless-looking little fuddy-duddy. This guy here. It's Deadly Doolittle. That's kind of an odd half-page splash, isn't it? Usually they go horizontal instead of vertical. I've never you don't see that very often, if at all. And then 3 panels down the side.
That opening panel's reminiscent of that Shield when he's this Hydra agents on top of the Chrysler building following him, and then that guy in the Fantastic Four a bit later looking at who's taking photographs. Similar kind of positioning.
What strange noises to have when you're making out. Weow. Boing, pop, bang. Man. Don't try to explain that one. She's conducting a
That's very
the effects of kissing on the male nerve centers. That's what she says.
Wow. Boing, pop, clang. That's very it's very Warner Brothers, isn't it? It's like the old wolf with the eyes falling out and the tongue on a roller.
Yeah.
It's a bit comedic. Mind you, look back that panel. It's beautifully done.
Yeah.
Kissing people is hard to draw, and getting it just right like that. There's expression. Those two panels are wonderful.
And the fact that she deep-throated his pipe from 2 panels
Yeah.
earlier is a miracle. Yes.
Just think if I could do that with your pipe, what I could do for you later.
Wow.
Wow.
Boy, pop clang. Hey, he goes. So what happens next? You guessed it. Real life can get corny too. Hey, are you sure you know what you're doing? Says, how do you do, sir? I'm conducting a scientific survey on the effects of kissing on the male nerve centers. Meow. Pop clang. That's some research. Hey, Miss Wait.
That guy's face. This is the Phantom of the Opera.
He goes, look at that. Sorry, you're too nervous to be a fit subject for my test. Bye. Bye.
Miss, tell me how you did that with my pipe.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's my pipe? Yow. Behind Johnny Flagg, the engine of a ominous black sedan bursts into life as the mystery car races after the fleeting cab. I think I'll join in the chase. This is definitely not going to be a dull evening. They're gaining on her. I wonder what's going to happen next. I hope they don't hurt my pipe. Nice car, though. Look at that.
It should say, it says, we'll grab that dame and the hot diamonds. It should say, we'll grab that hot dame and the diamonds.
Yeah. Good work, stick pin. Now we'll grab that dame and the hot diamonds. Yeah. Okay, baby. Make with the sparklers. Or tell us where they are. Oh, did she kiss them too? Is that what it is? I haven't got them. I lost them. Expect us to believe that? Better play ball with us. Level with us. In utter voids, cough up the rock. Oh, it's coitins for ya, doll. What great spelling. In utter voids. That's cool. No, it ain't human to beat up that bad. To beat me up that bad. Who are yous? What do you want? If you live, you can call me Fighting American. He means it. Iggy help. Look out, Fighting American. Oh. Somebody must have messed up on the inks here.
Yeah, Vince Gillespie was brought in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Kept the hand. Looks like a guy's hand, though. But here, that they had to silhouette her face out. Hey, Jack, we got any more white out in the studio? Nah, just fill it in. It'll be fine.
Fill it in, yeah. It'll be fine. No one will notice.
Nobody will be talking about it 70 years from now.
Yeah. Drop that pop gun, mister. I can't stand the noise. Ow. You boys must learn to treat a lady with more respect. Those birds meant to harm you. What's this all about? I may as well confess I robbed a man tonight of thousands of dollars worth of jewels and a pipe. No, thousands of dollars worth of jewels.
You should say pipe down about that.
Yeah, really. You mean these? Why, yes. How did you get them? A man gave them to me. You planted them on him while you were kissing him. I had to get rid of them. I knew those hoods were following me. My name is Marilyn Built-Right.
Built-Right?
Built-Right.
Yeah.
That's her name. Biltrite.
She's built right.
Yeah.
This is like
Marilyn
a James Bond.
Yeah. I took a
Pussy
job as a
Galore.
maid.
My name's Pussy Galore. You sure
Yeah.
you're not James Built, right?
Her name's Marilyn Built Right.
That's a sister.
Marilyn Built, right?
I took the job as a maid at the Money Belt Mansion to get the gems. Tonight I saw my opportunity. This is it. Old man Moneybelt's going to the swimming pool. After I accomplished what I came for, I heard a man scream. I rushed to the window and saw Deadly Doolittle, a notorious brainy little crook, aiming a crazy-looking gun at the pool where Moneybelt was swimming. I'll take care of you, Mr. Moneybelt. Then I'll take care of your diamonds.
The man that she heard screaming was Flash Gordon, because it goes, I heard a man scream, ah.
Yeah. Ah. Oh, he's still screaming here. Help, I'm being crushed. Ah. I got out of that room just before Deadly Doolittle and his deadbeats broke in to get the diamonds. It's Moneybelt's maid. She'll beat us to the ice.
Look at the composition of that panel you just read there. You've got the guy with the blue coming in with the gun, the guy running after the, and then there's a leg going through the doorway.
Well, she's running away. So, but that was kind of flat.
Great nicknames.
Yeah, that was kind of flat. Hurried panel there too. This one here, probably on the deadline. When I got to the city, I tried to lose myself in the theater crowds. It didn't work out. Obviously. How many romantic boy meets girl, boy rescues girl, now they live happily ever after for maybe a half an hour? No tricks, Fighting American. You're up the creek.
Look at the size of that car they're in. It's about 15 feet wide. What's she doing down there?
Oh, those old cars in the 50s, you know. Well, we can't say that. We can't say what she was doing down there. YouTube has standards. We'll take them to the yacht. Perhaps we can have a nice chat before we turn on the heat. What do you think that cute little fiend has in store for us? The more I think of it, the harder I've got to work on these ropes. It's a new model of your ray gun, eh, boss? It looks like a camera. I wouldn't try posing in front of it. You'd wind up stiffer than the cover of a snapshot album. Probably shouldn't go there. Hey, what's that? Great day in the Dane. Danny? Mora? What is that, Dane Mora? Great day in Dane Mora? Somebody's slugged side pockets. Guess who? Ook. Oink. Help, Fighting American is loose. Wow, the lettering on this has gotten looser too. Look at that. A little rough here.
Yeah.
The balloons. And here's a crazy coincidence line. I think they added some hair there just to break it. Look, he's lifting Hooli like he was a bean bag. Yeah, let's play catch. Trash. That moment, up to mischief in his own humble way, Deadly Doolittle trains its freeze ray on Fighting American's battling figure. Watch the birdie, Fighting American. This will only take a minute. But Marilyn Biltright is a quick-thinking female. She comes out of left field to gum up the works for Deadly Doolittle. I'll fix you, you humble little Humble? She's calling him humble. I'll fix you, you humble little creep. As the ray topples off its tripod, it drones with power and blasts forth its fatal beam of light. Brap! Like it burped. Yike! Deadly Doolittle, you're a dead duck. The atoms of Deadly's humble body, he's still humble, are solidified, literally turning him into stone. Well, no sooner do I mop up this mob, I find him finished off by his own humble device. It's a lot of humility going on.
There's a lot of humbling going on, yeah.
Yeah. You robbed a man tonight, but I'm giving you a chance to straighten yourself out. If you don't, I'll make sure you pay for your foolishness. I wouldn't be that foolish. Wouldn't be that foolish again. Thanks, Fighting American. And Speedboy slept through it all. You look tired, Johnny. The play couldn't have been that dull. This is later in his apartment. Fighting American once again becomes Johnny Flag. He gives no sign to Speedboy that he's been through the ringer that night. Says the whole evening was dull. The most exciting thing that could happen to me now, it's a good night's sleep. The end. How do you like that? HR's laughing.
It looks, that last panel looks like Johnny Storm talking to JFK.
Yeah, it does.
Like, oh, he's going to hit him or something. And the girl in the previous looks just like Sue Storm, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Built right. Marilyn built right.
Marilyn built right.
Brilliant. Super Kakalovich.
Kakalovich.
Fools
Super
are
Kakalovich.
invincible.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of lettering here that's difficult for me to read because it's in dark purple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thrill, shudder, gape at this sad saga of a red Superman who finds his Waterloo in the land of Fighting American and Speedboy. Boy, is he strong. He's holding his nose. They're both holding their nose. That red Superman is super farter. Look at that. That's what that is, too. It's letting loose a bunch of noxious gas. Super Kakalovich, hero of the people, at your service. Hero, and it says the shirt says hero of the people right on it. So you know that's who he is. The enemies I found were the people. There was a blind beggar I caught who wouldn't split his profits with the state. I gave him a real shellacking. Yeah, real shellacking. What a fighting heart. We salute you. This time we send you for bigger game. Say, before you do, how about that new cape you promised me? This one is so moth-ridden, I'm ashamed to fly around with it. Oh, it's got a super suit.
Oh, I don't know. First world problems, eh?
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of my cape.
Super Kakalovich Stampede's Cheese Festival. Communist Superman smells up flower show. He's a communist, so he's got to be stinky. Is that what they're saying?
Stinking Connie.
Yeah. We're going after that character right now. It's Fighting American and Speedboy. He says, who wants to kill him for the cause? I'll kill him for that uniform alone. There he is, open fire.
He looks like he's got a stuck-on moustache and beard, doesn't he, in a wig?
Yeah, he does. Not to mention the little mask there. He's a fighter for the people, so he's got to be dressed in rags. Fool, it's a super trait that took me years to develop. Stupidity.
And those planes are just flying past. Empty all your ammo at him.
Yeah.
Take it all, you cotton-picking, pussy-footing little old commie.
But the potent force that makes Super Keklovich not only half safe, but downright dangerous comes into play and melts the missiles which would destroy him. The missiles are destroyed by stink. This fool. It's a super trait. Just look at him. He's diving head first through that wall. How does he do it? He's a fool. It's a super trait that took me years to develop. Stupidity. Super Keklovich at 6 o'clock. Peel off. Empty all your ammo at him. Yeah. Boy. Not even the commissar in charge of all of the herringbone tweed production can afford to dress like this. This is by Gumyolf. He was even smiling when he fell over.
Look at that smiling Stan, the sports car man.
Yeah.
What's all that about?
Who knows? Smiling Stan.
I think we always say that he'd have been a good car salesman, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, this is 1954 and they knew that.
Yep. These hot rod teenagers. What is happening to our youth? And what's that youth burning in his engine? Old fishing boots? The guy's still stinking up the place. But the country, we have everything here. They have everything here. I'll bet the great dictator of communist paradise himself have no car like this. Super Keklovich, you're living at last. So he goes to a restaurant. Could eat about 30 more hot dogs. Sure like this place. If I could find some nice girl who smells as bad as I do, I'd settle down and become a capitalist dork. He's exposed to the evils of capitalism. Never get a chance, comrade. Communist secret police. How you get here? We're everywhere. Watch everybody. Even Super Keklovich. Now, march, traitor. As a red, you're dead.
You know, for sort of nearly 40-year-old guys producing these, they're very naive, aren't they?
Yeah.
Especially since they've been through a war. You think you'd sort of... anyway.
But nobody liked the Russians back then. They were the new bad guys.
Nobody likes the Russians now.
Adjust. There we are. Does that look good?
It's a bit blurred, but it's okay.
Let me see if I can get it to sharpen up. Is that better? Looks better on my screen.
It's about the same, but it's okay. We can see it. This character's sort of street gang type of thing, isn't it?
Fighting American or
Fighting American, yeah. There's a lot of this commie thing and all this, you know.
Well, that's the Red Scare of the day type stuff back in the 50s.
Yeah.
They were scared of atomic bombs and Russians. Russian would have just gotten the hydrogen bomb, 54, right?
Yeah.
The atomic age in the Cold War is on. Look at that. Her glasses almost looks like a mask here.
He's settling into a 6-panel grid, isn't he? Along the way. I know that's got more, but you understand what I mean? The same size panels for the most part You
Yeah,
can see
this
where
page
it's
is a
going.
little more chaotic, though. He's
Yeah.
bouncing all over the place.
But overall, you can see where it's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Charity Bazaar.
Everyone dresses alike here. How will we know who is Super Kuklovich? He'll be the one who's yelling his head off. He hates soap and water.
Dirty commies.
Dirty red. Yep. There's a whack crack. Help. Now they're hosing him down. Oh, they decide to wash him up. Not before you get a dose of your own medicine. Help. They're turning the hoses on us. The horrified Reds are mercilessly flushed into submission. Enough, enough. Don't drown us. So they tie him up with the hose. It does it. I'm going to make this neat package for delivery to the federal prison. I think we're too late. They've done their dirty work. Super Kuklovich, he smells as sweet as a rose. He's finished as a super being. Help me, I'm so clean, I can hardly walk. This also disqualifies me as a communist. Oh my God. Oh no.
I think he's meant to be Rasputin.
Yeah, it kind of has that look.
It's a communist. We all know communists are dirty.
Why did you desert the Reds? I began living like an American. I was never happier. You took things without paying for them. That's not American. I suppose I find a job, make enough money. Can I own these wonderful things they make in America? That's an American privilege. He buys what he wants with the money he earns.
Yeah, because nobody steals in America, do they?
No, not at all. Yeah. In communist paradise, one works hard, but all he can afford to buy is stale borscht. Pooey on such a deal. Hey, Fighting American, can you spare a nickel? I want to buy a newspaper and look up the want ad. But what can you do besides frighten people? A day later, Fighting American gets
Join the army.
An answer at Martha Hurry's dance studio. Not Arthur Murray's, but Martha Hurry's dance studio. Isn't he priceless? I hired him yesterday, and now his hot Kazatsky dance is sweeping the nation. Can you beat that? All this time, Kuklovich has been the answer to the mambo.
The end.
What a mess.
You think he'd have his shave and get his hair cut, wouldn't you? Be a crew cut like an all-American guy.
Not and be a true bohemian dancer, you let all that go. There we are, issue 7. Now approved by the Comic Code Authority.
Wow.
April, May 1955. These days, they're not making Arabian Nights like they used to. Here's how Fighting American and Speedboy exposed the sneak of Arabia. Is that a camel? That's a camel.
No, how about you? You see them? No, how about you? You asking or telling?
Yeah.
This is the Three Stooges. This is not.
Yeah, so Three Stooges meet the Marx Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's all wisecracks, slapping each other. And
it's funny. It's definitely a product of its time, isn't it? It's just
always all new stories, though.
Yeah. Flying horses.
Look at that. I crossed the mountain goat with alligator shoes and got an Angora hippopotamus. That's really funny, isn't it? I guess you have to be a 1950s
There.
New York
Yeah.
to on that.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
You had to be there.
It's got a nice genie coming out of the bottle. That looks like Ditko.
Yeah,
Ditko-esque right there.
yeah, and the next panel as well.
Yeah. Look out. Yow. There's no time to explain right now. I got to borrow you guys for a while. Someone needs your help. Oh, he grabs Johnny and Speedboy here. Speedboy's got a grown-up hat on.
Do you know, with this prose on these pages, I bet it took longer to letter it than to draw it.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Well, if I was working in a studio like this, I'd be roughing, just putting in roughs here, and then
yeah,
Joe would go through and letter it, and then I'd go through and finish the inks up.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it looks like they did here. I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time on the pencils until all the lettering was in, just in case I had to move stuff around.
It wouldn't surprise me if this was done the same way as the one the other week, because there's a lot of lettering to leave out while you pencil in. I wondered if it's been lettered first, and then that's your space you've got, because everything fits.
Well, they tucked this balloon back here. They didn't try to cut it off for the picture, so you might be right. Anything's possible at this point.
Yeah.
This stuff. Real thick brushwork in some of these places.
Yeah.
Just quick little for wrinkles. Just quick little, probably a number 2 or 3 brush, maybe a number 6.
I think that's probably Kirby, because I told you last week that he used to take the boards home and just thicken up with the odd line and do all that kind of thing.
Yeah, here too.
You know, they used to pass it around each other all the time.
Right.
But yeah, you're right about that Ditko image. It makes you wonder, doesn't it, whether he saw that type of thing or whatever.
This is right. Ditko was coming in about this point.
Yeah. Was he? Did he work for Simon Kirby, didn't he?
Did he?
I think he did. I'm not sure.
Should we look that up?
We'll have a look at it, yeah. Let's have a look. Steve Ditko. Let's see. Career. It says Ditko began professionally illustrating comic books in early 1953.
Yeah. He'd be illustrating at this time.
There you go. Shortly afterward, Ditko found work at the studio of writer-artists Simon and Kirby, who'd created Captain America. Beginning as an inker on backgrounds and learning from Mort Meskin. Not too shabby. 1953. Yeah, he's
first
around.
job was with he learned that Robinson was teaching, went to there.
Yep.
Professionally illustrating books in 53. Yeah. Bruce Hamilton science fiction story Stretching Things for the key publications imprint Stanmore Publications, which sold a story to Ajax Farrell. Fantastic Fears, number 5. Ditko's first published work was his second, professional story, the 6-page paper Romance and Daring Love, number 1, published by the key imprint Gilmore Magazines. Ditko found work at the studio that created Captain America and other characters. Yeah. And learning from Mort Meskin. Yeah, Meskin was fabulous.
Yeah.
Ditko once recalled, I couldn't believe the ease with which he drew. Strong compositions, loose pencils, yet complete. Detail without clutter. I loved his stuff. Known assistant work. Aiding inker Meskin on the Jack Kirby pencil work for Harvey Comics, Captain 3D. His own third published story, Ditko penciled and inked a 6-page A Hole in His Head in Black Magic, Volume 4, Number 3, published by Simon and Kirby's Crestwood Publications. Imprint Prize Comics. Oh. Did Simon and Kirby own Prize Comics?
Seems like it.
Yeah. Association with the Derby Connecticut. Publisher Charlton Comics, low budget. Yeah. Then he went to work for Charlton. Very possible it might be some of his early work here.
It was Crestwood is best known for its Prize Group imprint, published in the late 1940s to mid 50s through packagers Joe Simon and Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
There you go. And it says they created such historically prominent titles as the horror comic Black Magic, the creator-owned superhero satire Fighting American, and the first romance comic, Young Romance. So there you go.
Yep. Very well could have been then.
Yeah.
A lot of this could be Ditko in here.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, like I said, when Jack said him and Joe Simon used to pass the pages to each other, I just wondered if they were passing them around the studio just to finish something off. You know, put some wrinkles in that clothing or whatever, some folds.
Very likely.
And of course, if let's just say for argument's sake that Ditko has done the backgrounds on this, he's not going to get a credit, is he?
No, he's not. Nobody got credit.
That's what I mean.
During this period, yeah.
So this
could have all been him for all we know.
Yeah, but it's feasible that these people would be working on these pages.
Well, that would be the big thing to do, is go through and ink the main characters and then pass the backgrounds to the other people in the studio.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not at all surprising.
Because, like we've said before, it's just a production unit, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you get a blank piece of paper at one end of the room and a finished piece of page at the end of it, you know, going through several different desks, you know. Great way to work, I think.
Yeah, I think we are seeing a lot of the backgrounds getting less and less detail set in here.
Yeah.
If at all. You know?
Yeah, we've got 2 days to finish it. We don't need any backgrounds.
Yeah, exactly. Just put in a little hallway here, a couple lines. 1 or 2 pages, you might throw a little more detail in. This really, now that we mentioned it, this really looks like a lot of Ditko right in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to step this up a little bit. We're on the hour and a half mark, and we still have an issue to go, I think. We don't want to carry this on for another episode, do we?
I don't think so. I think we've got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Three coins in a pushcart. Yeah.
It's an unusually thick line as well on this inking.
On here, yeah.
Yeah, it's really, all of it. It's really thick.
Well, this page here looks different. Look at the ink weight. The line weights here are different from what's in here. This is a lot heavier.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of hands on this pages.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it at all.
I like the logo though. I really do like that logo. I think it's great.
Probably had that to cut and paste a lot. Yeah, the inking on this is different. Except here, the line weight's about right. But there's more detail for backgrounds on this. Look at that panel. That's a great panel right there.
Yeah. Look at that lady's coat.
Yeah, neat coat.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Still love that panel. That's great. It's the composition of it. Pretty hot. I'm just going to move through this faster unless we find something that catches our eye. There's 3 different Fighting American imitators here running.
Great pose in that second panel of that girl looking back at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that looks like Ditko. That looks like something Ditko would do right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have to look at more Ditko in the future. Look at that, the side profile. That looks more Ditko than Kirby. Crazy stuff.
I mean, can you imagine sitting in a room with Jack Kirby, Joe Simon, and Mort Meskin and not learning anything?
Oh yeah, that's every day is a lesson.
You couldn't help it, could you?
Mm-mm.
Look at this. I still keep seeing Johnny Storm on that Speedboy though.
Yeah. That's cool. Nice. They could have done this mitered, flat up, straight up, but no, they turn it.
Yeah.
This panel here on the edge or on an angle. That's pretty cool.
Are you awake? Yeah. Get up. You're crushing my collarbone.
It's a Fighting American orgy right there. What's going on?
Jack Davis rules.
Yeah.
And he's got a hole in his shoe as well.
Does he? No. Oh, right there. Yeah. Right up just a hair. Right there. Is that better or worse? Probably worse. Let's retighten it. Nope.
That's okay. It's okay on mine.
That face right there doesn't look Kirby at all.
Yeah, if you look I was just thinking, if you look at the one on the same guy underneath talking to Johnny Storm, it looks like Wally Wood.
Yeah.
That inking, that style on the cheekbone, it's like Wally Wood.
Yeah.
Got a very different facial expression too.
Yeah, I wonder if he was around I wonder if he's dropped in.
You never know. Never know. Now you know who these three scoundrels are. None other than Skudik, Yakfoot, and Grummel. The Reds' most vicious sabotage team. What I want to know, ma'am, is who are you? I am Gloria. What is that? Swan Dive. G-Girl. How about that? So the FBI knew about this, eh? You played along with these Reds until this minute. But they're getting away. Let them go. I planted time bombs on them when I fought with them. How convenient.
Of course you did.
And how do you like that?
There's all these names.
Yeah. Skudnik.
Yeah, my name's Samantha Great Tits.
Yakfoot and Grummel. Yeah.
Norma Snockers.
And how do you like that? Somewhere drifting over the Pacific Ocean, death ticks away in the back pockets of the fleeting Reds. Hey, Skudnik, you sure have a loud watch. Meanwhile, what happens next with the Fighting American and Speedboy? It'll shock you. Yeah.
I tell you what, these women in these, they're gorgeous, aren't they, these women? Norma Snockers.
HR says, yeah, I wondered about that. Probably not about the knockers, though. Anyway, Mexican styles like Ditko and Kirby combined. Now I know. Yeah.
That bottom left pan's a bit odd, though, isn't it? Where he's holding the microphone. Far left. With the woman in. See the guy? That's a bit odd. His head's a bit
away.
too.
Yeah. Fighting American and Speedboy about Space Face.
Rest your space face close to mine.
Don't give me the fisheye. Don't give me the fisheye, doll. You look as suspicious to me as I do to you.
Give me the fisheye, doll.
The people at the front of that panel are too near the fire.
Where are we talking here?
The main panel. The main panel at the people at the front, they're too near the fire. They're burning up in the fire.
These guys here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the way there's always...
That guy looks really...
He looks worried, doesn't he? I like
That's
the way there's
really
always...
strange eye there. Yeah.
Where General Ross has suddenly appeared in the background at the bottom.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at them touching noses there, look.
Look at these.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I get you 2020. As long as Space Face is free, he can take the blame for the other jobs we may pull. And there will be others, eh? The commies can never get enough of them. Scurvy. The guy's name is Scurvy. We can never get enough of money.
Space.
Meanwhile, at the door to the adjoining office, two trusted employees of the government agency eavesdrop on the operation, on the conversation. So they're talking about the missing documents, Spaceface. It's taking the rap for it. But they never catch him. Guys, that's 2020. The guy with the glasses and the guy with the nose is scurvy. And their boss, they're going into their boss here, Mr. Sharp. You're a shocking sight. Yeah, he's relaxing with a good cigar. Only Mr. Sharp doesn't smoke good cigars. He doesn't even smoke cigars. And the jig was up. That must be Spaceface. He must be able to change his looks.
I'm going back to Saturn, where I came from. Good luck with that.
That must be the Saturn guy here. Yeah. Who knows from secret documents? I didn't take any. You must be looking for two other guys. Yeah, look at their teeth.
I tell you what, that guy at the top left must be strong, flipping that desk up like that.
Yeah.
Is that Adolf Hitler tied and bound underneath that? It looks like
No,
Hitler.
that's probably Sharp.
Yeah.
Tied him up and then took his place and smoked the good cigars.
Yeah.
Gott in Himmel.
Almost killed us. Where is he? Yeah. Stealing secret documents will become a hazard, a risk, a pain in the neck. I'll go broke. Broke? Who cares? I saved my money. Such turns around.
That guy in that panel,
Darling.
he looks like, is it Jimmy Durante?
Yeah, he does, kind of.
Yeah, he'd be around at that time, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. He'd be big on the radio.
It's the way that he draws. I mean, who is the artist on? Is this supposed to be Kirby? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know. There's so many different influences. You're not used to seeing him draw. I suppose he drew quite a lot that way in the romance things, but just that guy's face you were talking about, the guy that looks like Jimmy Durante.
This guy.
No, their simplicity, wonderful caricature of that person, and like I was saying earlier, when there was the kissing scene, there was just some real, very very fine nuances to the way that he was drawing. Brilliant stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that face is almost Toth-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we said, Kirby's probably doing the breakdowns on it and then passing it on really quickly, and all these other people are there lining up. I mean, we just said the names. You know, I mean,
yeah.
You can't miss, can you?
Meskin, Ditko, and who knows who else popped into the studio.
That many geniuses in the room.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, they never considered themselves geniuses. They were all
no.
workhorses.
Often people at the time don't.
Yeah.
Well, George Perez said that when he was 20 and he went into the Marvel offices every day, and Joe Sinnott be there, Jack Kirby, Bill Everett, not Bill Everett, Gene Colan, John Romita, John Buscema, all these people would come in at different times, and he said he had $1 million tuition for free.
Education, yeah,
because all those guys he'd say, "How do you draw this?" and they'd show him.
Yeah,
imagine that. But going in one day, and Joe Sinnott's there, then John Buscema and Kirby and Sinnott. Oh no! God. Like I said, if you just walked through the office, you'd learn, wouldn't you? If you didn't even ask a question.
Yep,
fabulous time to be there doing this.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have this comic.
Yeah, I've not got it, but I've seen that a lot. The round robin.
Look out, it's round robin bouncing around. Meanwhile, Speedboy smacks his chin on the teeter totter there. Yeah. Seesaw.
$1 million classics.
Extra bonus, collector's $1 million classics in the golden age of comics.
And immediately they've signed the cover, and you can see, can't you, who's done that? Yeah. You know, all those little bits in the previous pages have gone. You can tell it's Simon and Kirby.
Right.
Just brilliant.
He got back in his spaceship. The little space dude flies off. Yeah.
Look at that fat guy.
Look at that statement. After studying Earth people, I found that those who practice democracy are closer than all others to a better way of life. How's that for an anti-communist statement?
Yeah. Yeah, when we're coming back, we're only going to do business with you, not those communists.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they come back in modern times and wonder where everybody went. This book would be banned if it came out today, HR says. Yep.
Yep. Probably.
So Miskin's style's a little like Ditko. Now I know. Yep. Yeah, you don't see this kind of parody book out anymore. Bit of propaganda.
See, some people today would have a problem with that round robin guy, wouldn't they? His appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd be triggered by the lack of
fat.
body positivity. Yeah.
The fat guy.
Fat.
The fat bald guy.
If you're fat, you're fat. Sorry. I'm just going to call it out.
Round robin, here we come.
Own it.
Yep.
Own it, because it's going to be with you wherever you go.
He just rolls in.
Yeah, own it. Like, if you're going to be fat, be fat. It's fine. I don't care. Be fat. But you're fat. You can't be fat and then say you're thin. You're not. You're fat.
Squash. It's squash.
It didn't last long, did he?
Well,
oh no, the Greeks are back. The Greeks are back. Oh, Romans are back. Roman scoundrels.
Oh, they're all the same. They're all the same. Romans,
it's
Greeks, whatever.
It's a movie, though.
They're all Spartacus, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, I'm Spartacus.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Ronnie Pickering, Russ? You know Ronnie Pickering?
No.
Have you not heard Ronnie Pickering?
No, I don't.
Well, I'll send it to
Pickering? You. No, I don't know. Yeah, please do.
It's this guy who it's a real guy, and this guy pisses him off on his bike, and he wants to fight him. It's real. It's on film. It's like a what they call pro cam thing that they wear on bikes.
All right.
Like, do you know who I am? He goes, no. He goes, who are you? He goes, Ronnie Pickering. Who? Ronnie Pickering. Who? Ronnie Pickering. And this fellow wants to kill him, and somebody's done a parody of Spartacus, and it's got Laurence Olivier saying. You're going to be set free, but you've got to give up. Ronnie Pickering, otherwise we'll kill you. And then Tony Curtis jumps up and goes, "Oh, Ronnie Pickering!
I'm Ronnie Pickering."
It's always the same guy's voice. I am Ronnie Pickering. I'm Ronnie Pickering.
Brilliant.
I'll send it to you. It's funny.
Do.
But anyway. Look at that. It's great.
I love that. Look at that.
Roman scoundrels. Skull fracturing thriller Dilla movie, Roman scoundrels.
This page though is solid Kirby.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, it's incredible.
All the spears pointing in and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not just that, but it's very beautifully rendered. Look at that. It's just well done. Almost looks like Gil Kane inked it with the thin line look here.
Fabulous.
Just fantastic. Yeah, great stuff here.
Shepherd's Shoestring.
Is that the director?
Yeah, under the management. Yeah.
Rupert Blatzbeer. Blatzbeer. Yes, of course. Rupert Blatzbeer. Blatz is a big name back in that day for beer.
Right.
Then I'll get you one of our own great communist directors, Rupert Blatzbeer. He loves art. He hates money. Will go to any expense to be cheap. Now, have you written to Fighting American and Speedboy? Yeah, that looks like your typical Asian villain there.
Yeah. What's he called? The Mandarin.
Yeah.
Look at him. What's he doing behind the curtain?
I like
there?
mandarins.
Yeah. Look at him peeping from behind the curtain there while he's talking to him. Is he gone?
That's comical.
You can
That's
come
brilliant.
out now. Yuts.
All
Guys,
these faces on this left-hand page are comical.
See that?
They're all great.
See where he's peeping from behind the curtain there with the guy with the cigar?
Mm-hmm.
That guy should be saying, if that guy was in the Beano with the cigar, he'd be saying, harumph, wouldn't he, Russ?
Harumph. Harumph.
Look at this guy's look here. That's crazy. Just awesome stuff. Nonsense. There's nothing to worry about. The crocodiles are made out of rubber. You merely go through the motions of wrestling with them. Say, that ought to be fun.
Yikes.
The cameras are ready to roll, jump. Yikes, those are real crocodiles with real teeth. They wrestle them anyway.
Yeah, like you do, you know. Look out.
Yeah. Fighting American and Speedboy, you're in one piece. What happened? The worst. Somebody put real crocodiles in that pool. Now listen, Blatzbeer, there's a limit to realism in movies. Yeah.
That's Kirby there, bottom left, with that cigar.
Yeah, look at that.
I was making little mistakes like this. Little mistakes.
Yeah. Forgive and forget, my boy. Got a picture to shoot. And the next scene, it's tailor-made for you. Yeah? A rough and tumble fight. The kind of action you and Speedboy thrive on. Don't hurt the lads. They'll only be acting. Lead on. Yeah. You say these guys are only acting? Take it easy. That stuff isn't in the script. We know our parts. We're giving it all we've got. Well, then, we'll give the scene a little more punch.
No.
Oh,
Look at what he says. Look at what he says down there at the bottom.
Here, we'll make this a 4-star picture. Yeah. Maybe we can add a few more stars for good measure. Whack. Down here, Blatzbeer.
Yeah.
This scene is a flop. Fighting American and Speedboy are not only alive, but they're ruining the cast. Amazing. Those extras were the toughest oxen we could find among the communist secret police.
God, here we go. Commies again.
Yeah. The communist secret police have got an office in New York.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Remember the object of this picture, fool. We've got to kill Fighting American and Speedboy. What else have you written into the script? A cliffhanger. You'll have them dangle 1,000 feet in the air. Only we'll make sure they really fall. Oh, look at that up the nose shot right there. Crazy. Here you go. 1,000-foot drop. Down to smooth face of this cliff. Yeah, lucky I saw this. Oh, he grabs a nearby branch. Lucky I saw this. It saved our lives.
Kirby rocks. When I say Kirby rocks, I mean rocks from the ground.
That Kirby drew. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does rock, but those are rocks.
He does rock. Yeah, but not rocks. Yeah. Kirby rocks.
There's one thing I know he'll never survive, and that is a love scene with the greatest siren since movies were slides, Theta Barracuda.
Otherwise known as Big Barda.
Theta Barracuda. In a love scene, she is overwhelming. She has Fighting American fighting for his sanity. Kiss me, my fool. You are putty in my hands. Now comes her kiss of fire. It'll burn him to a crisp. I never fail. He is helpless. He won't come out of it this time. I'll take care of him myself. That's what I wanted to hear. Blackspear. Fighting American was faking the whole time. Kiss of fire. It didn't work on you. It didn't even work on my grandfather. I've detected a commie smell in this setup all along, Blackspear. Now start talking. Who's the brains behind this plot? Certainly not that idiotic failure. You've silenced him, Shoestring, but if he can't talk, you will. Oh, he kissed Blackspear. Try and make him. Shoestring knocked out, so he wasn't number one man.
And the number one is, it's the Mandarin.
He's poking through the curtains again.
Yeah.
Get it, Red. Get your hands off me, you capitalist hooligan. I will, as soon as you are unconscious. Silly boy, I know every dirty trick in the book. He got me with a sneak play, Fighting American. I saw him. I think
oh, no.
That way.
Oh, no. Oh. The Crocs have got him.
Yeah.
And they don't know where he is. He didn't scream or anything. There was no noise.
I saw his face. It was Commissar Yutz of the Red Bureau of Assassination.
Oh, yeah, I've seen his
They're
file.
out to get us, all right.
Yeah.
The thing is,
he deserved it.
Yeah. The main thing is that they failed, but the Reds won't give up. We'll see Yutz again.
Don't know where. Don't know when.
Says you'll have to look inside a few crocodiles first, Fighting American. Yes, Yutz is gone for good, but his kind are roaming everywhere, testing the courage and brains of Fighting American and Speedboy.
Look at those
horses.
They really were concerned about all the commies, weren't they?
Cold War, yeah, Red Scare.
Yeah. The secret of Yafata's moustache. Look at those horses, though, aren't they good?
Yeah.
They are, yeah.
It's kind of an introduction for next Sunday's book. We'll be looking at little Western here, little Kirby Westerns.
Right.
Oh, look at there. To your horses, amigos. There are two dangerous Yankees riding our way. We must stop them.
Caramba.
Yes, it's caramba.
Look at that. The little pigeon bringing a message from the north.
It's not so good.
Do not forget your guitar, Commandante.
That sounds just like Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah.
Caramba, it's not so good.
Do not forget your guitar, Commandante. Would I be the great Yafata without it?
Yeah.
Would I? Would I? Really?
Show me the bandito who does not sing as he rides, or the man who will not listen to him sing. Personally, the men can't stand his voice. Poor devils. He even makes them join in the chorus. See, when they all sing together, they sound unbearable, as coyotes attacked by fleas. Let's go, Speedboy. Sounds like trouble. That's the horse talking. See that? Oh my God. He's got a talking horse. Where there's trouble, there's bandits. Where there's bandits, we might find a lead to Harvey Nibble. That guy's name's Harvey Nibble. Bad case of bandits, all right. That's a robbery if I ever saw one. Getting a little bit more hurried here.
Yeah.
In the inking. I'll take this one. This one will do for me. Ah. Whack. Where's that? Wake. Wake. Whack. Oh, now the girl's got a mask.
Oh yeah, you'd never recognize her, would you, if you
No.
do that mask?
Someone ought to teach your friends to fight. I'll take the job. This one will never learn. Will you please to get up? Will you please to get up, senor? Well, you must be the leader of the gang, since they do all the fighting and I do all the thinking. Keeps them in money and out of jail, senor.
I do love her throwing her head back like that. That's very.
Yeah, here.
The actor is great.
Oh, here.
No, top.
Yeah. What kind of thinking can never outwit? That kind of thinking can never outwit justice. In the long run, you'll all get caught. I believe it is you who are caught, gringo. Caught by Lamambo. That's the evil Lamambo. Only for the present, senorita, I was hoping to ask you about one Harvey Nibble. But since you are a lovely, gorgeous creature, I doubt if you'd have bothered kidnapping anyone as dull as Harvey. Harvey Nibble. I would shoot the man with such a name on sight. No, senor. The man for me is Viva Yafata. One day he shall liberate this territory from the rule of El Ropo.
Was that? He's a Yafata.
Yafata. Viva
He's
Yafata.
a Yafata.
Not Yamada?
No, Yamada. Yafata.
It's Yamada. It's Yafata.
Viva Zapata, isn't it?
Yeah.
Marlon Brando.
The picture is getting cloudy with names. I'm losing track of Harvey Nibble. Who is El Ropo? I am, senor. Fire on these bandits. Muchachos. Do not leave any alive. Where's Pedro when you need him? Anyway, there is fish in a barrel, El Ropo. Things are popping again, Fighting American. Run for cover. Too late. We're in for another free-for-all. Just clout anyone who clouts you. Here's a guy with intentions. This one wants to play too. Say, while you're at it, ask him if he's seen Harvey Nibble. Poor Harvey. Give me the rest, senor. Right now, play a new game. Losers wind up dead. I call it firing squad. You any last request? Yes. Have you shot anyone lately called Harvey Nibble? No, but it would have been a pleasure, believe me. You, I'll believe. Now you dogs. Look alive. Rifles ready. Aim. Ha ha ha. Fire. Well, that's a wild panel. Wow. Good day to you, El Ropo. I knew I'd get you one day when you were busy. Viva Yafata. You cunning devil. I know you don't like me, but have mercy. Shut up. Nobody likes you. You steal from the poor. Kick old ladies. Make terrible faces at little babies. You even shoot people. You mean this type thing? Is it nice? How do you like that? In all these years, I thought I was doing nice things. Can't you see what's wrong with me? I'm ignorant. Then get smart. Get out of this territory and never come back. Vamos! Kicks him in the ass. All of you here, that's my hobby, freeing people, especially pretty females. The great Yafata, at last we meet. Have you seen Harvey Nibble?
Look at his mustache.
When you come up for air. Whoa. Oh, tell me Yafata she's kissing him. See the little hearts?
Look at his mustache. It must be a false one. Look at it. It's all wrong. It's like it's come off on that panel.
That's the secret behind his mustache. Okay. Listen, Fighting American, I came looking for you. Give up this search for Harvey Nibble. Is that so? How did you know I was Fighting American? Like the costume didn't give him away. A little pigeon flew in from up north to tell me. As for this Harvey Nibble, I have seen him. He's better to be left alone. Now go in peace. Yafata gets bored with lengthy conversations. And so Bandit Boy and Bandit Girl ride happily into the sunset. Speedboy says, yeah, did you notice that what happened to Yafata's mustache after she kissed him? It was crooked. Yafata's mustache isn't real. Are you thinking the same thing I am? Fighting America says, yes. At least we know that Harvey Nibble is not the dull fellow we thought he was. Our mission is completed, Speedboy. And they ride off. It's the secret of Yafata's mustache. I saw a Kirby aquarelle of Darkside, and his color was red. One last story. Fighting American and Speedboy in the beef box. Meaning another Martian here. Or another alien. That really doesn't look like Kirby at all, does it?
No.
Look at that.
No.
Breaking in. Just a little 3-pager here.
Yeah, I don't think that's Kirby.
No. Look at that squared off, hastily drawn shoe there. No backgrounds here along the bottom. It's done in a hurry. Do you realize we saved the television industry? You performed a public service, Fighting American. I'm not sure, kid. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either.
He saved television.
Great.
Not so sure, great. Kid. It's Fighting American, folks. This collection was put together by Marvel Comics back in the 80s. I'm sure there might be a reprint volume still available somewhere.
With a Steranko-esque cover.
Yeah. Next week, we'll start Simon and Kirby's Western from about the same period.
Yeah.
Boys Ranch.
Oh, that's got to be done. Yeah.
A lot of horses, a lot of greatness, a lot of fun, and a ripped dust cover.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Superb.
Great stuff, folks. More of Simon and Kirby next week. Boys Ranch. So I look forward to that. It's not very often you see a lot of Kirby Westerns lately. So be some fun stuff to look over. We're really glad you stopped by today. We're glad that you hung on. We're a little over time, but it's all good. Fighting American is a lot of fun. Stop by on Friday morning. We'll be looking through, We'll continue our look through this book, The Golden Age Captain America Omnibus. We're up to, I think, issue number 4. I don't know how long we want to stay on looking at this material because a lot of it is done by the people that worked at Simon and Kirby studio. Kirby did layouts at best on it, but we'll give it one more week at least, just to see how it goes. It's a Golden Age Captain America on Comics by Night. Friday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern. A lot more great Kirby where that came from. So stop back by. We're really glad you stopped by today. No matter when you watch us, we know the majority of our viewers are after the fact, and we deeply appreciate you whenever you take us in. If you enjoy this program, tell your friends. We could use all the eyes, viewers, and all the interaction that we can possibly get. So wherever you watch this from, make sure you hit the like button. Let us know what you think. If there's something out there that you want us to take a look at, we'll happily consider it. So let us know. We're here to show off the best and most interesting in sequential art. So let us know. Russ, let people know how to find you.
You can find me at russleach.com. Find out all about the Atlantean, which we're putting together at the moment. I think there's a big future for this magazine. Very impressed with the story that Randy's given me, and it's great fun to draw. I can show you just a little bit of it right now. There you go. So this is what's on the drawing board at the moment. And if you want to find out more about what's going on, you just go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list there, and I can keep you up to date with what's going on. There's a little bit of Cull riding away back in the bar, and this is quite a funny bit actually, because the girl of the piece who's not to be trusted is being pushed around by the bar woman, and gets offered to Cull.
Tavern owner, yes.
Tavern owner, yeah, but gets offered to Cull or Brawl, and the two of them aren't particularly interested. So you get a scene with Cull looking at Brawl, and Brawl's finishing off his broth. And then they just say, go away, not interested. And she gets up to go away. But then the twist happens, and the story starts to kick off. But it's good fun. It's great fun to draw. Absolutely loving every minute of it. And hopefully you'll love it when you get to see it finally. So like I say, if you want to find out more about it, go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list.
And the Atlantean continues the characters and the situations that were started in the Shadow Kingdom, but you don't have to have had a copy of Shadow Kingdom in order to enjoy it.
There's a quick recap, which is what the horse bit was. There's a quick recap, and yeah, you can just go straight into it. You don't need to have bought the other book. No.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun when it comes out. Really, really happy with that story. It took a little while for me to get it out. A little intimidating trying to follow up a Robert E. Howard story.
Just a bit.
Just a little. Glenn, is there anything else you want to tell folks? Go over to russleach.com,
No. Just
sign up.
russleach.com, sign up for the email list there. And just, keep watching us on a Friday and a Sunday. We'll be dropping bits and pieces here and there and talking about it. So, yeah, just keep watching this magnificent show and listening to these magnificent people. They know what they're talking about.
And looking at this great sequential art that we feature here. Yeah. Glenn, let folks know how they can find you.
You can find me on the usual places: Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, whatever. But if you go to Amazon, you'll be able to pick up a copy of my book about Jack Kirby, my meetings within his house, full of photographs of me with Jack. If you go to Amazon again, get Comics Limited, which is my magazine about comics. If you go to Fund My Comic, you'll be able to pick up a copy of Hatch Annotated, which is my cartoon character. So, but if you just want to find other stuff, just go to Amazon or Google or whatever, put my name in, you'll find lots and lots of things. 12 books on Amazon so far, different subjects. And you can find me on these wonderful podcasts with these two great creators.
And how many issues of Comics Unlimited do you have up there?
Working on issue 16 now, and there's also Crikey magazine I used to publish a while back. That's around. If anybody wants copies of those, just get in touch with me. I can send them to you. Got lots of copies of that.
Excellent.
Yeah, just everywhere really. Just seek and ye shall find.
Sweet. And folks, I've been your host,
Sweet.
Randy Zimmerman. Yes. We show this stuff off because we love it. You know, that's our main goal from this, to show you how great comics are and have been all through time since their creation. So there's a lot of just great comics out there waiting to be discovered. Go and visit your local retailer, especially if he or she has an extensive back issue selection, and take a look. There's so much great sequential art comics out there waiting for you to discover. A lot of it is timeless. Sure, some of it's dated, and you get odd contextual variations set with the time, like we were looking at the 1950s Red Scare material from Fighting American, all sorts of stereotypes and that, signs of the time. But there's still some great entertainment out there waiting to be rediscovered. There's a reason why these magazines, when they were out, were selling millions and millions of copies, folks. And it's not just because they were a dime or 12 cents or 15 cents or a quarter. It's because this is a great art form, probably the greatest, most personal form of communication that you could ever imagine. And that's why the independent and alternative market right now is booming the way that it is. The corporate comics just want to stand on a soapbox and preach, while there's still people out there doing quality work and looking to entertain you. So go out there and take a look for it. Don't give up on the art form just because the corporations have. So please do. And in the meantime, folks, we are archived over at the Comic Book Black Belt, over at the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and especially the Indie Comics Network, where you'll find a wide variety of different programming of varying subjects, animation, older comics, draw streams, all sorts of things. Indie Comics Network, folks, go over there and subscribe. They are also monetized, more or less. You can send them stars. I don't think you can send us any tips just yet. I wish we could. But if these programs are of a value to you at all, please think about giving a little to the Indie Comics Network to give them some seed money to help keeping programs like us coming to you on the air. So if you enjoy us, value for value, folks. So anyway, we appreciate you stopping by. We look forward to seeing you again next Sunday when we go through Boys Ranch. Friday morning at 5 a.m. We're going to continue Golden Age Captain America, and there is so much more on the way. And take a look at our archive. We've been doing this for a year and a half now. Sunday Funnies, I think we've been doing for two and a half maybe, and going over some just fun, incredible stuff. Well worth your time to take a look, and we hope you do, and we hope you enjoy it. Anything else, folks? Fundmycomic.com. Make sure you stop by there. If you want to see the best in alternative and independent comics, that's where you go. Hatch Annotated by Glenn is over there. AR13L, which is another Arrow comic, is still over there while we're trying to get caught up on the art production on that, I believe, before it kicks out. Shadow Kingdom is out, and everybody should have it. If you don't, please let me know if you're still looking for it, because everyone should have a copy by now. And if you do have a copy, please take the time to sit there and read it and let us know what you think, because we're incredibly proud of that work. Very proud of it. Folks, take care. Read great comics. Don't be antisocial on the social mediums, social platforms. It's just useless. The trolling is only a short dopamine fix. You might think you're superior trolling somebody, but really you're not. You're just being an idiot. So, and if you find great comics, tell people, show some great comics off, talk positively about this business and this industry. You know, and the idiots in the community, you just need to be left alone. They're better left. Just leave them alone. Hating ain't creating, folks. Hating ain't creating.
Certainly is not.
We'll see everybody next time. Take care, everyone. Have a great week. See you on Friday morning or Sunday morning or whenever you find us over on the our relative YouTube channels. We deeply appreciate you being here. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.